Okay, so let me use this opportunity to tell you a story. Back in senior high school, we were writing our WASI. A very, very good friend of mine called Benedicta. I'm dedicating this video to her. She wasn't feeling well. They took her to the hospital. And one saddest thing, or shall I say one painful thing, I couldn't visit her at the hospital because I was afraid. We've been sitting together. She has been my sitting pal throughout. And it was a headache. The day she was taken to the hospital, I was with her. We were talking and she told me she was having a headache. So I asked if she has taken medication. She said, oh no, but she's caused by stress, so she believes by the next day to be gone. Okay, so we all took it normal, not knowing it got serious. So her house members, some of her friends, they took her to the hospital, and when she was taken to the hospital, it got worse. That's another friend of ours called Mercy said she was the one going to the hospital and coming. So she came and then told me that, oh, the nurse sickness has gotten worse and she's acting weird. So I was afraid to go to the hospital, to the extent that Thursday I took an Asia to go to the hospital to visit her, but I couldn't enter. I was just roaming around, loitering around. I couldn't enter, and I've regretted this. As a good friend of mine, I couldn't visit her at the hospital. And later, I was in bed early Saturday. No, it was Sunday. I was in bed and a friend of mine tapped me and was like, Bene is no more. I can't tell you my expression or my reaction, but I'll tell you today that I thought Bene will come to me today or tomorrow and just tell me, oh, Mariam, it was a prank, so I didn't die. I wish it would happen. This is a story I'm using to tell you that death happened without you knowing. If Bene knew she wouldn't be alive on that Sunday, she would have used the opportunity and thank God and ask for forgiveness, but she didn't know. You feel like you are too young to die, but she wasn't old enough to die. A very young lady who died without knowing she was going to die, so it can happen to you. And so I'm telling you from today that you are not young enough to die. You are not old enough to die. Death is inevitable. It can happen at any time. Since we don't know the day we are going to die, let's use this opportunity to thank God, to worship Him, to ask for forgiveness, regardless of your religion. And I'll mention it again, regardless of your religion. If you know there is a creator that exists, appreciate him. One most important thing is, and I wish again that I had the opportunity to say sorry to her. I was like, oh, when she come to the dormitory, I'll just say sorry to her that I couldn't come because I was afraid. But that's too late. And trust me, anytime, any day, I remember her. If you've lost a loved one, anytime you go to sujood or anytime you are praying, remember them in your prayers. If you don't know what's happening in their world, just pray for their soul. It is well.